Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
so welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. So you will be seeing this on Friday, and every Friday here at Manfa's Makes we do a little segment known as Crochet Catch Up. That is where Mike and I fill you in on all the crochet goings on for the past week. Now, as always, there is Tile of the Week Thursday that we do every week, but you should have seen that in yesterday's video, and if you haven't, please do go and check it out. But that is always one of the crochet endeavours we do every single week. But this is where we highlight the other crochet that we have done. So I only have a couple of things to show because it has been another super busy week. I have been diving deep into Merrymaker's yarn stash and doing her yarn inventory. I have loved every single minute. She has learned a lot about her stash. She has rediscovered some old gems. She has even hinted that she may be a little bit embarrassed about how much she's got, and I keep reassuring her that we are not hoarders. We are curating our own collections. And it is okay to have all the yarn because you never know what you're going to need for a specific project. So if you've got all of it, you're covered. And if you don't have all of it, you need to go get all of it. It's fine. There are worse things that people can be addicted to in life other than yarn. So I have loved it. I think she has enjoyed it. We are approaching the finishing line, and after a couple more sessions, I think we will be done. I do have another customer lined up, which I have to get in touch with and get that sorted. And it is a service that I am willing to provide whenever any of you should need it. So if it is something you want doing, please do reach out and we can discuss the finer details. If any of you want to know further information, email me also and we can discuss it. But I really wish I could make it a full-time job, but the two customers that I have been given, I am super grateful for. So just keep it in the back of your heads, guys. If you want to know exactly what you got, Manfa's the girl to let you know. Anywho, let's get on with the task in hand, which is this week's crochet. So I do have an almost FO, and I'll explain why it's almost when I get to it. So I'm going to show you my whip first. So as you know, I have been making some blankets for Boggy Creek, for the Boggy Creek Blanket Brigade, also known as Nancy at She's Got Yarn Too, Lynette from Charm Grammy Crochet, and Billy the Crafty Floridian. Sorry, Miss Billy, I nearly messed up your name. I hope I saved it. No offence meant. You have to appreciate that we are filming this on Thursday evening, and it is again another late night for Mike and I because we need to get quiet in the house. And also I did what Mike did yesterday for Tile of the Week. He wanted to get it done, so we waited until the last minute to film so he could complete his tile. Mike has waited last minute for me to get a jump start on this whip I am about to show you, which is the 4th Boggy Creek blanket that I am making. So if you don't know about Boggy Creek, I don't know how you don't know, because the whole of YouTube are talking about it. It is a super worthwhile cause. It is a massive blanket drive that Nancy, Lynette and Billy did last year. They are doing it again this year, and I do believe they continue to carry it on for as long as they are all able and willing. But in brief, Boggy Creek Blanket is a camp over in Florida that is specially set up for children with chronic illnesses who would not normally be able to attend summer camps. That is because this facility is equipped with a fully functioning medical unit, and it is staffed by qualified doctors and nurses to facilitate and help those children with their specific illness when they go and stay. They do have a full week, and they do activities just like every other child does at summer camp over in America. Now, these aren't really a thing here in the UK, but it is a big thing over the pond, and to enable children that wouldn't normally get the chance to have this moment of normality, and I say that because what's normal, but to give them the opportunity is fantastic. Every week there is roughly 100 to 150 children that stay. They stay for the week without their parents, and then at the weekend the parents come and join them for a couple of nights. And every child there in that week all have the same illness or condition. So it means that connections can be made within families, you know, all the different families that are there, so that they know that they're not the only family dealing with some of these complex situations that are going on in their life. They can forge lifelong friendships. The children know that they're not the only kid that has to deal with those things. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, there are other things that you can make for Boggy Creek. I cannot sew to save my life, so I cannot make the Boggy Bears. And that is because you need to be able to sew. They are beautiful. Billy has made them herself because she can sew. She's very good at sewing. But if you do so, maybe go and check out Boggy Creek on their website and get the pattern, because they are always looking for people to donate what they can make. And another beautiful idea, which I may grasp onto next year when I donate, and that is, and I'm going to forget what they call them, tumbleweeds. No, I didn't. I pulled it out of my brain. Tumbleweeds. They are basically pom-poms, guys. We make pom-poms all the time out of yarn. Can be multicoloured, whatever. And throughout the week, both staff and children, if they see an act of kindness, something that a child has managed to achieve that they have really, really tried hard to do, they will pluck one of their strands of their pom-pom and tie it on the string around the neck. And by the end of the week, the aim is that everyone's pom-pom is now empty, because they now have a necklace of these knotted strings to say that for the whole week they have achieved their tumbleweed necklace, and they have done all these wonderful, nice, kind things to each other and for each other for the week of their stay. So yeah, go and check out Nancy, She's Got Yarn Too, Lynette Charm Grammy Crochet, and Billy the Crafty Floridian. They are the ones that are heading this up. There are other important people that have really driven the Boggy Creek Camp appeal this year, and I'll briefly mention them. The beautiful Lenan at Nina's Knots Crochet. She asked for people to send in granny squares. She hates making them, but she doesn't mind joining them together. I'm the complete opposite. I will make a bajillion squares, but you asked me to put them together, and I'm like, no thanks. But Lenan doesn't mind doing it, so everyone has literally sent her a tsunami of squares. Like, she will probably have squares going into next year for next year's blanket drive, because we all jumped on it. And she is putting these squares together, and those blankets will be going to Boggy Creek as well. So I don't know how many blankets she is up to right now, guys, but that is a massive boost to the blanket total. And the other lovely person is the beautiful Lala, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. She is in Lenan's camp. She hates making granny squares, but she double-ducked dared everyone that if they made at least 17 granny squares, she would match it with 3 of her own to make it a total of 20. And for every 17 cent, that is what she was going to do. Now, she ran it for a short period of time, but again, everyone jumped on it, me included. Sorry, Lala, I think I sent 3 lots of 17 because you double-duck dared me and you didn't believe I'd do it. Well, I did. But anyway, all in jest, Lala has been in Granny Square hell, as she has been calling it. And it has meant that some of the other things that she was regularly involved in, including Tile of the Week, has had to go on the back burner. But do you know what? What a perfect reason for Tile of the Week to go on the back burner, because I would much rather these precious, precious kids over in that camp get a blanket instead. And I forgot to say, guys, that in their cabins, the blankets are on their beds. They sleep with them all week long, but then they get to take our homemade blankets home as a forever memento of their week there. So between the 3 ladies, Lenan and Lala, there are going to be plenty of blankets. They made, I think it was 370 were donated last year. They've already hit that and surpassed that this year, guys. They're hoping to double it. Everyone has got behind this, even little old me here in the UK. And the shipping is ridiculous, but I felt just compelled to help. It is a worthy cause. It is for children, sick children at that. And if I can use some of my glorious yumminess behind me to put a smile and wrap a sick kid up with love and warmth and kindness, then that is what I'm going to do, because kindness is what we're all about. So all of that to say, as I have started my 4th Boggy Creek blanket. This will be my last blanket for this year, because obviously I need to leave enough time for it to leave the UK and get to Nancy in Florida, because her and Lynette are planning to hand deliver all of our hundreds of blankets to Boggy Creek at the beginning of February 2024. So I need my blankets to have plenty of time to get there. I was struggling with what I wanted to do for my 4th blanket. I have showcased the other 3 on previous videos. And then I thought, do you know what? I really love Luck of the Draw. There is a special edition of Luck of the Draw going on right now, Luck of the Draw 8. The brainchild behind this concept was Nancy, or Nan, from Nan's Next Knots. Unfortunately, she isn't well enough at this moment in time to do Luck of the Draw 8 Boggy Creek edition. So our gorgeous Lynette from Charm Grammy, but also our beautiful Jaxie, Creations by Jax, have paired together to do this Luck of the Draw 8. Now, in brief, Luck of the Draw 8 is where you take 8 colours and a main colour, and Lynette and Jaxie this time will be telling you which colour you're putting in your blanket next. So you start with your main colour, you watch their video, what number they pick, what that number you have assigned to, that colour yarn that you have given that number, is what you put in your blanket. Then it's main colour, and then you watch their next video for the next colour. Now, I did a little bit of a twist on this, because it was last minute planning last night, wasn't it? I got down that tote there that I am pointing to of my Stylecraft Special DK, or Lightweight 3. I always have Stylecraft in my stash. It is the yarn I started my crochet journey with. It will forever have a special place in my heart. I will always have it in my stash. And we, as you can see, we have a fair bit of it still there. And I thought, what better way to use some of that stash up? So I got my little man, Max, to dig through that tote, pick my 8 colours, and he was in charge of labelling them with their numbers. I had no control. I gave him the tote, he picked the colours, he labelled them. This is all on Max. In fact, this is all on Max, Lynette and Jaxie. So whatever is created in this blanket, it is down to those 3 people. So Max did that for me, and I will briefly show you the colours, but I won't show you the numbers that he has written on the ball bands for me. This is neon green. It is looking washed out on the screen. It is not that colour at all. This is bright highlighter in your face neon green. Like I said, it is Stylecraft Special DK. Sorry about that. Life interrupts as always. Bright highlighter green, Stylecraft Special DK. It is a UK yarn, but you can get it on the Wool Warehouse and other companies that ship worldwide, so you can get your hands on it. It is a lightweight 3, 100% premium acrylic, and there are 322 yards, 100 gram balls, skeins, whatever. That's all the details I'm going to give you, because there are a lot of colours to go through. They call this bright green. Colour is not accurate, bear that in mind. Then we have what they are calling Jaffa. This is what you guys would call bright hunter orange, or the highlighter neon orange. So you can see Max likes his neon colours. Next up we have turquoise, and that is not accurate either. It is lighter than that. It is more of a turquoise colour. There is another blue. This one is called Empire. That is not accurate either. My camera is rubbish. Then we have 2 reds. This is Matador. No, it's not right, but you can get the idea from the names that I'm saying. This is Boysenberry. bit brighter than what the camera's showing, but a nice purple shade. This is a slightly darker red of lipstick. That is really not right. Think more of a burgundy tone, but not quite. Then I have this yellow. There is no ball band, but I have more of it in my stash, and it is citron. So a yellow. And then for my main colour, we went with white because it's the most of what I had in my stash. And I've actually only got 2 balls of the Stylecraft in white. I have other lightweight 3 whites that I might have to dip into. Might not, we'll see. So that, guys, is luck of the draw 8. I'm not giving you numbers. I will not be telling you what numbers are drawn because that is Jaxie and Lynette's job. But I will show you what I've managed to get done. And of course, I've jumped in 6 weeks late. Typical Manfa. I'm late for everything, aren't I, Mike?
Yep.
All the time. I live probably about 6 minutes away from where I work, and I'm late every day. Yeah. It is just a Manfa thing. I'm late for everything. So, I have jumped in 6 weeks late. But today, remember I'm filming this on Thursday. So the Thursday, when I first pick up my hook to do this blanket, I've managed to get 2 of the colours in. So I still have 4 to catch up. And by the time I show you next week, there might even be another colour. Remember though, guys, the dimensions for Boggy Creek blankets have to be between 35 and 40 inches wide, 40 inches and 50, between 40 and 50 inches long. Because this is a square, I'm going to have to do 40 by 40. Oh, and Jaxie, if you're watching, sweetheart, thank you so much for your tutorial to turn Nan's original pattern into a square rather than backwards and forwards in rows. So if you need a tutorial on how to do this, check out Jaxie's channel. She did a fabulous job on the tutorial. And FYI, guys, I've never done a solid granny square before. I've only ever done the traditional granny square. First time. So that's another tick. I have done that in my crocheting journey. So, loving it. I will bring you updates on that when I get more colours in. So I have the brighter red and the highlighter orange in so far. So you'll have to tune in next week to see what other colours Jaxie and Lynette have already picked that I have put in my blanket. But if you're following, remember they give you the numbers. Excuse me. Now, last thing is my kind of FO. You will remember, I'm trying not to give you a sneaky peek. There's not a lot of room on this table. Last week you'll remember that I made Crystal Bag-A-Day Crochet's Christmas tree, and I turned it into an amigurumi, right? But you just saw a plain old green tree. It's not plain and it's not just green anymore. No. On Wednesday, I asked you guys to do a mini vote for which star I should put on the top out of these 2. There's a star in each of these books. It was either star 1 or star 2, but with star 2, with face or no face. Yeah? So, just briefly, star 1, and this is where, no, that's the book for star 2. Oh my goodness. Star 1 was that one, just a plain old star. There we go. And star 2 had a little swirly in the middle and a face. Thursday, I had the day off. This is when I was planning to decorate my tree. There's star 2. The majority of people chose, and I have the tally here in my hands, the majority of people chose star 1. As you can see, star 1 got 18, star 2 with no face got 15, and star 2 with the face got 13. So star number 1 won. So that was the result of the vote. And just to give you a few more details, I had to make the star 3 times. The first time I decided to choose a 5mm hook, it was massive, so I frogged it out. The second time I went down to a 4mm hook, it still was massive, and guess what Manfa forgot to do? She forgot to stuff it. Can't use that, I'll use it for something else. So as you can see, That is 2 yarns held together. It's a little scrap of yellow sparkly, you know, my granny pullover that I made with the yellow strip on the elbow. It's got some of that in there. And funnily enough, I held it together with my citron for me luck of the draw because it was sat right beside me, and why not? Because the tree was made with a 4 weight. Both of these yarns are a 3 weight. 2 3 weights held together make a 4 weight. Handy little tip. But I forgot to stuff it, and I still felt it was too big. So I went down to my 3.5mm dots, made it again, and then I got my glue gun out, and I had a whale of a time today. Yes, I did. Are you ready to see the piece de resistance? I am so in love with this, and it's not quite finished. Bear that in mind. Are you ready? Even Mike thinks that it is amazing. Look. I love it so much. I literally got a little bag of Christmas coloured pom-poms, got my glue gun, and splodged them on. That is literally it, guys. It's hot glue gun, and then I hot glued my star to the top. If you see this, you can see that that would be way over the top. So I'm glad I made it for a 3rd time. But there we go. And there are some sparkles. And actually it was Merrymaker that said you need to use sparkly yarn. Can you even see the sparkles in there? A little bit. Not much, but a little bit. So it was star number 1. Thank you for voting, everyone. Thank you for letting me know which one I should do. It is what I did. Now I say it's not completed because I said something about using gold or silver yarn, chaining it, making tinsel. Well, when I was doing yarn inventories with Merrymaker, she said, I've got a surprise for you. I said, oh, have you? How exciting. She held up a little ball of yarn that would be absolutely perfect to use as tinsel. And she said, would I like it? And I said, that is so generous of you. You don't have to do that. She said, well, I don't have any other use for it, but you do. You need it for your Christmas tree. And I'm more than happy to send it to you. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I will forever, at Christmas, have a piece of Becca, Merrymaker, on my Christmas tree. So I have to wait for that yarn to get in. She sent it on Thursday, the day before filming this. So it might take a week or 2 to come in. But when it comes in, I am wrapping this bad boy up in that yarn, and I will bring it back one last time when it has its final touch of tinsel on it. And then Manfa will be truly happy with her tree. To find the pattern for this, you need to go to Bag a Day Crochet. In fact, no, you don't have to go to Bag a Day Crochet. I will link the tutorial down below for you. Yes, I will. And all the channels I've mentioned, I will link down below. Please check all of them out. Spread the yarny love. Tell her Manfa sent you if you wish, but it's not compulsory. And there we have it, a Christmas tree the size of my head, which I just love Christmas. I really, really do. And one final secret before Mike actually gets to jump on and speak for a little bit. Mike bought me a new Christmas jumper about a week ago, and I have been trying so hard to sit on my hands and not wear it because you're like, Manfa, it's the 10th of November, love. It's too early for Christmas. But it's never too early for Christmas. The only reason why my house isn't decorated yet is because my eldest son's birthday's not until the end of November, and he deserves birthday decorations like everybody else gets throughout the rest of the year. If it wasn't for that, my tree would already be up and I'd be in Christmas heaven right now. But I can't. I have to be respectful of my oldest child's birthday. So, underneath here, you think I'm just wearing my normal polka dot hoodie, right? I'm not taking the whole hoodie off. I'm just going to give you a little... it's a pink Christmas jumper! Mike knows me so well. Yes, he does. Candy canes, holly leaves, stars, and it's pink. Oh, yeah. And I'm wearing 2 jumpers because, quite frankly, it is Baltic. I'm freezing. He's in a jumper tonight. Yesterday he was in a t-shirt, so he might be just a smidge chillier than normal, but you're fully comfortable. Like, you're not cold in the slightest. He runs so hot. This man is like a human furnace on legs. I am a walking icicle all the time. So yes, I am wearing 2 jumpers, and one is Christmas, and it is pink, not traditional Christmas at all, but totally Manfa, and I love it. And seeing as I showed you my Christmas tree, I had to show you my Christmas jumper as well. Anyway, it's not all about me. I better shut up and let Mike do some talking. So over to you, Mike, finally, he says.
Right, so for those of you who haven't been here before, because there are a few of you now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know actually, because I don't really
He
pay
doesn't keep
attention
up
to the
with all
numbers.
that, no.
But I am doing the Beautiful Friend Shawl by OM Granny Square. You can find it on, is it Ravelry? Ravelry under Ursula Wood.
Yes.
Hashtag Beautiful Friend Shawl.
Yes.
I used
4mm.
my 4mm trusty.
Clover Moore in purple.
I want it to go rusty, so I can call it my trusty rusty.
No, you don't. He's got 2 or 3 of them by now.
And I have used my Hobie Sultan Deluxe Shine, which is 94% cotton, and the rest is polyamide.
Are you sure? I thought it was 96.
96 maybe.
I don't know. Shall I get my
I
Hobie
think
app on my
you
phone?
are right, because it's 4% polyamide.
I can give them the colour number if you don't know it as well.
I don't know the colour number.
Bear with me, guys. I've got my trusty Hobie app on my
Sorry there.
my phone. Yeah, I know. It's colour number 8, which is also Imperial Purple, if you would like to know. There you go. That's what it looks like.
When it's caked.
Yellow, orange, out to the purple. Now, can I just say, still nobody has guessed who this hug is for. You are all concentrating on the wrong colour of the hug to guess who it is for. It is not someone who loves orange or yellow. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. So
Anyway, stop hinting at who it might be for.
96% cotton,
Yes.
4% polyester, and there are 1,093 yards of a 2-weight, guys. There you go.
So yellow into orange into purple. Now the stitch marker's right at the bottom, but one of those rows is just single crochet.
Right.
So I have done 2 and a bit. So if you can see here,
He's
where
on
I'm attached,
the border, guys.
I'm on the border and it's starting to do the ruffle.
Yep. How many rows of the border have you got left till it's completed?
This one that I'm on and 2 more.
Ooh, he's getting
Well,
close.
it's nearly done. Well, there you go. There's mine.
Absolutely
It's
gorgeous.
massive now, obviously.
And as you can see, it is lacy and drapey without being too fussy.
And
it is a lovely pattern.
It's bigger than my wingspan now.
Yeah.
It's huge.
So, because I'm going to mention all the other people, I will put OM Granny Square's channel down below as well. Check her out. She is here on YouTube. Give her some love. And I will put the Ravelry link to the Beautiful Friend Shawl as well.
And once it's done and we have enough cash flow, the person who is receiving this will receive it.
Definitely. So 2 and a bit more rows and that badger is going to be done. It's going to be vamoosh.
And I might add, I haven't touched it this week, but my other shawl is not far from completion either.
Which you normally work on in the live. So are you going to try and get that border finished, or are you going to try and get your other one finished? Ooh, decisions on this week's live.
I won't get the other one finished on the live. I've still got 10 rows to do.
Yeah, but how many rows do you manage doing? Because it's not as big as that one.
About 4 maximum.
But you will be even closer to finishing that one as well.
I know, but this one could be done.
Okay, so Mike will probably be working on this shawl that he has just shown. Not tonight. We're not going live tonight. No. When we go live on Saturday, which leads me very nicely into saying, for those of you that are new here, I do content Monday to Friday, and we have our Saturday night live. Occasionally there will be a bonus weekend video, but that's normally when I am doing winners for giveaways or certain things that I'm involved with that need wrapping up on a specific date. Oh, and I forgot, this is a double dip. Not only is it amazing Christmas decoration, it's also this month's entry into hashtag Moo's Flower Power Cow, because although it's a flower power cow, she did say you can do flora, and a tree is flora and that kind of thing. So she said yes, it does count. So I've already done my entry into Moo's Flower Power Cow as well, which means I can concentrate on some of the other things that I'm doing, because I don't ever want to let my friends down. And if you don't know who Moo is Crafty Moo Sarah. She is here in the UK. She's been running this crochet along for most of this year, and it will go into next year.
Link below.
Yes, I will link her below. And if you don't know my Moo, you've got to go and check out my Moo. She doesn't get offended that I just call her my darling Moo. In fact, she loves it. Even her grandkids call her Nanny Moo. So, you know, it's absolutely fine. She is a beautiful person, and actually she will tell you herself that it was me that gave her a kick up the bum to start her channel in the first place. So it's my fault we've got Moo on the streets, but I don't think any of you will hate me for it, because she's wonderful. So Moo, sorry, I nearly forgot to say, but I remembered right at the end. So like I said, check out all the people we have mentioned. They are all beautiful, wonderful, talented people within our community, and some of them are doing some awesome, awesome things for people that really, really need it. And I feel blessed that I can be a part of it, quite frankly. And I'm blessed to call all of them my friends. Well, Crystal at Bagaday doesn't know who I am, and I can't say she's my friend because we've never spoken. But all of the other ladies that we have spoken about, I can say are my friends because I have spoken to them personally. So just wanted to clarify that one as well. So back to the live, Saturday Night Live. We are back to, for us, our normal time, because last week we had to do it an hour early. And if you remember, we were screaming for help deciding what time we were supposed to go live. This week we're back to normal. We don't need to check. We don't need to do time checks. We're fine. But it is still 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after the gorgeous Granny D, as always, on a Saturday. So please come and join us for that. I actually managed to get some crochet done on the last live. Will I be able to get some done this Saturday? Who knows? You're going to have to tune in and find out. And then that will be the last from us this week until Monday, where I am going to do another episode of Label My Library. So please join me for that next week. If you don't do lives, if lives are not your things, there is no offence taken. We will see you next week. But I don't know where I was going with that. There was something that I was going to say along those lines.
Poof.
Yeah, literally. It's because it's getting late.
Look at my eyes, I'm so tired.
Basically, if lives are not your thing, no offence taken, we will see you on Monday. And if you do lives, I said do, everyone laughs when I say that, then we will see you Saturday as normal, where we always have a bit of a giggle. Welcome. Yes, everyone's welcome at our house. There are no requirements other than have a sense of humour and have some fun. It's always a good time. Anyway, you'll see us both on Saturday. You'll see me on Monday. But until then,
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in, we loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a fabulous weekend. Love you. Bye.